You've been taught how to think your whole life, but no one ever taught you to think about your thinking. And that, right there, is the invisible line that separates an ordinary mind from a powerful one. Most people believe they're smart because they can memorize facts, follow instructions, or repeat what they heard. But real intelligence isn't repetition, it's not reaction. What you're about to hear can completely shift how you see yourself and the world around you. And no, this isn't some mystical concept, it's brutally simple. But most people will never see it. Not because it's hard, but because it demands something rare: courage. The courage to face your own mind, to question what seems obvious, to destroy beliefs you've carried for years. If you stay here for the next 4 minutes, you'll discover a mental ability that can place you ahead of 90% of people. A skill that doesn't depend on IQ, education, or natural talent. It depends on perception. And now the choice is yours. Keep scrolling like everyone else, or wake up. If you keep watching, I promise you won't be the same after this. All I ask is one thing: pay close attention. Because if you truly understand what I'm about to show you, even just part of it, you'll be thinking on a level most people don't even know exists. Look around. Every day people wake up, grab their phones before even getting out of bed, drown in notifications, drag themselves to work, complain about life, and repeat this cycle over and over again. They respond to the same triggers, feel the same frustrations, and make the same predictable decisions. But here's what they don't see. All of this is just the surface. The real problem? They are not actually thinking. Their minds are stuck in automatic mode. They believe they're in control, but they're not. Every reaction, every opinion, every belief, they're just echoes of what they've been told. They've never questioned their own thoughts. They live like puppets pulled by invisible strings: fear, anger, social approval, dopamine. And the most dangerous part? They don't know they're trapped. They think they're free. They think they're choosing. But in reality, they've been programmed by algorithms, trauma, advertising, and voices that were never truly theirs. If you can see this, you're already ahead. Because the moment you realize most people are sleepwalking, a new kind of responsibility begins: the responsibility to wake up. And waking up isn't easy. It takes presence. It takes effort. It takes a decision to stop accepting every thought as truth. Most people won't do it. They'd rather stay comfortable. But if you're still here, something inside you wants more. And that something needs to be sharpened. Because now we step out of the fog into a light most aren't ready to face. Now imagine this. There are two types of minds. One reacts. The other observes. The first is common, impulsive, emotional, shaped by noise. The second is rare, but powerful. It has the ability to step back and look at its own thoughts like objects on a table. That ability is called metacognition. It's thinking about your thoughts. It's the inner awareness that lets you pause, analyze, and choose before you act. Most people don't do this. They treat every thought as fact, every emotion as truth, every reaction as justified. But when you develop metacognition, you start asking better questions. Why did I think this? Where did this feeling come from? Do I have to react like this? Now imagine two stick figures. One runs in circles, yelling, reacting, overwhelmed by every emotion. The other stands still, watching, calm, focused. He feels anger, but he doesn't explode. He hears criticism, but he doesn't attack. He notices his thoughts and decides what to believe. That's the difference. One is ruled by impulse. The other commands his mind, and it all begins with awareness. Awareness creates distance. Distance creates clarity, and clarity creates power. The kind of power most people will never touch. Let's make this real. Imagine two co-workers receiving the same harsh feedback from their boss. The first feels offended. His ego takes over. His voice rises. He gets defensive. He blames others. He walks away angry and humiliated. The second one feels the same sting, but pauses. He watches the emotion rise like a wave. He doesn't react. He asks, "Why did that hurt? Is there truth in this? What can I learn from it?" That pause, just that split second of reflection, changes everything. While the first one digs a deeper hole, the second climbs a step higher. That's how life works. It's made of tiny mental choices. Every time you reflect before reacting, you upgrade. You evolve. Most people don't do this. They live stuck in old programs, pride, pain, habit. But the ones who master metacognition become architects of their own behavior. You don't have to be perfect. Just start. Every moment you observe your thoughts, you gain control, and with control comes freedom. And with freedom comes power, the real kind, the kind no one can take from you. If you've made it this far and you truly understand what you've heard, congratulations. You're not like most people. But here's the truth. Knowing isn't enough. Listening is easy. Applying it, especially in chaos, is what sets you apart. Thinking about your thoughts is a muscle. You need to train it daily. Notice your triggers. Pause before you speak. Question your beliefs. Break the loop. Every time you do, you rewire your brain. You reclaim your mind from the noise. No one can do this for you. Not me, not a book, not a mentor, just you. But now that you know this, you carry a responsibility. You can ignore it, or you can become something sharper. Start small. Next time you're angry, pause. Next time you want to quit, observe the impulse. Ask yourself, who's really in charge right now, me or my emotion? Do this once, then again, and again. And soon you'll think differently than 90% of the world. If this made sense to you, share it. Show someone who's still asleep. Because the world doesn't need more opinions. It needs more awareness. And it starts with you.